You think you're living love,
but you're drowning in the shattered mirror of your own emptiness. Imagine the touch, the shiver, the desire that takes over your body like it's life itself pulsing inside you, when in truth, it's the absence of soul wearing the mask of intensity. Plato, centuries ago, already understood this. He knew that what we often call lust is rarely true passion. It's hunger, it's emptiness. It's the scream of someone who no longer knows how to love, so they simply consume. Today, we live in a world where love has become a heavy word. It's easier to want than to care, more comfortable to desire than to stay, and quicker to use than to find meaning. But Plato refused to accept that. To him, real love was a rising of the soul. It was the search for beauty beyond the body. It began with touch, but never ended in the bed. It was fire that warms, not one that burns. And yet, how many times have you mistaken lust for love? How many times did you call it chemistry when it was only emotional addiction? How many times did you feel you needed someone, like you needed air? Lust isn't about the other, it's about you, about what's missing inside, about the hole you try to fill with one-night pleasures, about the fantasy of being desired, because deep down, you no longer desire yourself. It's about trading connection for performance, eye contact for mind games, and vulnerability for a mask of seduction. You think you're living fully, but you're just running away, with style. Plato saw lust as a deformed attempt at love. Like a flower growing in dry soil, it sprouts but never lasts, because it lacks roots, depth, truth. And the truth is, you're tired. Tired of encounters that never truly meet, of bodies touching but never recognizing each other, of kisses that feel deep but echo hollow, of intense nights that leave you emptier by morning. Tired of always needing to prove yourself, of having to be desirable, interesting, unforgettable, when all you ever wanted was to be real. But no one teaches this. No one says that lust is often pain, dressed up as pleasure. It's loneliness, trying to look interesting. It's an ego starving for validation, calling itself romance. You think you're in control, but you're just a slave to the silent applause of another person's hands. You call it freedom, but you're stuck in patterns that drain you. You call it adventure, but deep down you know you're running from yourself. And Plato would say, this is not love, it's just noise. Noise from the soul begging for silence, noise from the heart crying out for meaning, not another body. Quick touch, fast abandonment, and we call it evolution. But Plato saw the opposite. The faster the connection, the weaker it becomes. The more pleasure, the less depth. The more bodies, the fewer souls. And that's why you feel empty, not because someone's missing, but because you're missing. You lost yourself in their desire, dissolved in the hope of being chosen, forgot how to build love, because you were busy collecting lust. And lust is just that, a failed love that hasn't realized it isn't love at all. It's an escape, a mask, a reflection of what you can't face when you're alone. So here comes the question that burns. Do you love? Or can you just not stand being alone? Do you desire? Or are you simply desperate to feel something? Do you surrender? Or are you erasing yourself to be accepted? Plato believed true love begins with beauty, but beauty wasn't a body. It was truth, justice, goodness, the eternal. The body was just the invitation, the start of the path, the portal, not the destination. But what do we do today? We step through the portal and stay stuck at the door. We don't walk, We don't evolve. We don't seek what lies beyond because we're addicted to surface heat, to instant thrill, to touch without soul, to performance without meaning. And it's killing us. You feel it, don't you? That with every new conquest, you lose more of yourself. That with every fast pleasure comes a deeper fatigue. That you're exhausted from giving so much and receiving so little that matters. It's time to stop, to go quiet, to remember that you weren't born to be desired, you were born to be whole. And whole people don't beg for touch, they offer presence. Whole people don't beg for love, they radiate it. But love, that real love Plato described as a ladder to the divine, it doesn't bloom in noise, it blooms in stillness, in choice, in the gaze that sees, not the body, but the soul. Do you want that kind of love? Then stop selling your soul for orgasms. Stop trading depth for likes. Stop mistaking attention for connection. Stop using lust as anesthesia for your loneliness. Because the truth is, you're not craving sex, you're craving meaning. And meaning isn't found in bodies. It's found when you finally love yourself enough to stop accepting anything less than something real. Plato knew it. And now you need to remember. If this moved your soul, comment, "I choose the love that builds me." Subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell, and share this with someone who needs to wake up from the illusion of lust.